you guys? So we finally made a choice to convert a 2004 6.5 turbo diesel into Duramax. That was a long-term project prior to buying a special kit, and now we have a kit which we'll be able to use to convert this beautiful Hummer. So let's look at what we got here. We're going to be converting it to Duramax. We're looking at 2004 up on top with 6.5. There's about only 200 of those were made with a Caterpillar engine controller box. It's a 6.5, very weak engine. 2004 was known for multiple problems with computer related and EGR valve. So a lot of guys staying away from it, and people always want to get 6.6. What we did so far, we already made a few attempts and to remove some very easy located parts. So the hood is almost out, which is going to pull it out in a second. I'm going to put it on top, and we're going to go on top as well. Over. Yeah. Ready? That's it. That's it. So a couple of things got in place we need to remove to get quick access to some wiring harness which you have to disconnect, which is the batteries and battery holders. Has to come out. We'll have them quickly remove, but I want to show you what's coming out. Of course, the air filter has to come out. The air tank with the hoses also has to come out. Definitely, some people would consider removing the rack with a stack of radiators, but we're going to do it later. We're going to do it later today. But what we did, we already removed all the necessary wires, disconnected the hoses to be able to lift the cab off the chassis. One thing I will tell you for your Hummer H1 conversion is there's a big problem with this particular area. You're going to have to spend a bit of more time carefully removing the hoses. This is for your rear air conditioning system, so you have to carefully unplug it so you'll be able to connect it back together once it's ready. We found one small problem, and I just want to let you know this is very different from a Humvee project. Hummer H1 comes with an ABS system located in this particular area. So to get there without any damage, you would need to get the rods out. Humvees don't come with ABS, so that's a bypass. But if you're doing a conversion on your H1, I would suggest that before you're lifting your cab, take the rack out, get it disconnected properly, and off you go. Spend some time carefully disconnecting your CTIS system. Again, Hummer H1s come with a compressor and CTIS. These cables are also sitting on the frame, and you need to remove them carefully before lifting the cab. Do not damage them, they're very expensive. CTIS system is an air pressure system. Those cables are normally not very cheap. Remove this piece, so get hoses all down. Okay. This is one, this is second. On both sides, you use Allen keys to remove the first stack. Okay. Once the cables are out. And then we're going to do the rest of two of them. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, now looking at the other side. Radiator. And the key as well. I'm going to use this one, right? Okay, let's remove the first part. Okay, get it out. We're going to have another one out. That's also good. A lot of good times this hammer head. But we're not going to be needed anymore because we're going to be using completely new radiator, intercooler, and other systems. These things is going to go on eBay for a very good price. The one you're holding on the bottom, this side, put it on the bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
This H1's seen some.
This H1's seen a little bit of good times. It has a video which is called Unimog against the Hummer, And this actual Hummer did really well despite a cutback by the operator. It's hard to do conversions, especially when you're doing it first time. The best part of it, we're trying to do something that people are afraid to do. I'm telling you, first secret of any conversion work for H1s. Your eyes are scared, but hands are working. Keep in mind, when you do anything, don't be afraid. Worst comes to worst, it's gonna cost you a couple $100, maybe an extra week of time looking around for a damaged part. So, just do it, you know what? If you wanna do it, just get it done. You ready?
Yeah.
These are two hidden. We keep trying to fight those two bolts for the past 10 minutes. Okay, let's go next side. This side is done. Huh? It's out? Okay. One more bolt and we almost done. Oh, the shroud? Thing is gonna come out. Use a screwdriver for that. So we tried to get this thing out quick, but it doesn't come out easy. There is something is holding on the back.
Yeah.
You see this hose?
Yeah.
There's two hoses holding to the small radiator.
Okay, these two, right?
Yeah, these two gotta loosen up and use a screwdriver to
Take it out?
take it out, yes. Because those hoses are catching on the belt
Yeah.
system and doesn't let the rod to come out. That's what's going on.
You know what is stopping? You know the plastic piece goes around the fan?
Hold on. I'm just gonna get these brackets out first. These two brackets are not friendly. So what are you saying?
You know the plastic that goes around the fan?
Okay.
That's what is blocking.
The plastic shroud?
The plastic, you know the black plastic piece
Yeah.
goes on the fan?
Yes.
That comes
It doesn't want to come out?
That comes with it, right?
Bolts are holding the plastic shroud for the radiator. You gotta get them out. Unfortunately, we tried to remove the rod, but the shroud is holding the rod in the body, and we gotta get it done. We got 8 of them. It's supposed to come out one place. Что этой информации на камеру нету вообще, man?
You can't lift it up, I can't open this here.
I'm finishing one more here. So take number 3 here, and then I can do yours. Hold on. 'Cause surges here. So we got the rod finally removed from the plastic shroud. So it's coming out. That was the biggest downfall when it comes down to rod removal. Guys, don't waste your time. Make sure you get this plastic removed. Turn around from this area. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 11 socket bolts. So you gotta get that done before you do anything else. So this plastic is ready to go. It's held by the cooling fan. A little bit of pressure, but that's the next step, just to get this little thing out. So basically, if you wiggle the fan a little bit, you have be able to get this thing out. Just make sure the fan is flexible. Beautiful. Almost brand new. We got everything done we needed for today. Stay tuned, we're gonna get to the next step very shortly. The whole purpose of this removal on a 2004, I would say 99 to 2004 editions would be to get access to the ABS pump. We were able to disconnect every single socket except this little one, and there was no way to get that done. So we're gonna get that thing removed and disconnected safely without damaging the wires. so we can complete the body lift. So I introduced you how to get your radiator removed on your military Humvee or Hammer H1. Obviously, a lot of people wondering how to remove the radiators on these big beasts. I hope you know what you're doing. You got proper wrenches and you got proper material. Very important part is to have a best beer when you do this kind of job. With the cheap beer, it's going to be a very cheap job. Good beer, good job. Cheap beer, cheap job.